What is the difference between guided meditations and silent meditations? This is a question I was wondering about when I first started meditating, and I thought that I'll share my 2 cents on this today. So let's start with guided meditations. These can be really powerful tools, and the reason why they are effective is that there is a certain intention from the person who is creating the guided meditation. It takes you through a journey, and that journey goes into your subconscious mind, and you can do specific changes in your brain. When you compare that to silent meditations, when you sit still in a quiet place with your own mind, it's actually more of getting to know yourself, getting to know your thoughts. You observe your thoughts. And there are multiple different ways of meditating. There are mantra meditations, there are breathing meditations, there are meditations when you focus on some certain thing. The way I like to do the silent meditations is just simply observing my mind, my thoughts, and then letting go. Just coming back to the present moment every time. And the way I meditate is that I do both. If I have some kind of blocks, I search for a meditation that is gonna help me in that specific problem. But sometimes, and I think it's undervalued, these silent meditations. When you actually sit with yourself and you take the time to actually be only with you, you go inwards, you will find out a lot of things you will never find out in a guided session. So the guided session is more of this specific outcome orientated, and it's more of you have this safe space and you have this path you are being guided on. But when you sit still with your own mind, anything can happen. Anything is possible. And I also think it's more difficult to do these silent meditations. It's quite easy to do guided sessions because you feel safe. You don't have to do anything. You can kind of just relax. And even if you snooze off, you can just come back and continue where the guide is leading you. With silent meditations, it's you against you. And I've had a lot of anxiety come up. I've had a lot of like almost panic disorders come up, and it's like, wow, this is crazy. And you feel that you have to quit the meditation. That's normal. That's things coming up, and the more you can actually sit with those negative feelings, the more it helps. These things can also come up with guided meditation, especially if you go and you try to heal your childhood trauma and these inner wounds. They can be really powerful. So what I suggest is that you should do both. That's what I do, and that's what I think everyone should do, because meditation is always going to be an inward journey. And the reason why it's so powerful is that our eyesight, it takes up a lot of energy, a lot of capacity of our brain. But when we shut our eyes, it's like, I think it's almost like 50%. You release this potential. And this is why when you have your eyes closed, you can start to sense different things. You can start to improve your bodily sensations, your hearing, your intuition. And that's the whole point, because most of us, we are looking at things when we are awake. We have our eyes open all the time. It's very rare to see people just being zoned out with the eyes open. And that can be a really good thing. That's kind of this meditative state. If you go into that zone, or if you see anyone else go into that zone, you should see that, wow, this is an opportunity for them. It's a good thing. You shouldn't go and disturb that. And if you're new to meditation, I would suggest you only do short periods of time to actually get this sense of achievement. You did 5 minutes, yes, in a quiet place. You had your timer on and you're like, yes, I did it. You didn't have any internal explosions and visions and all these trauma healing things. That's okay. That's things that will come up when you do it, and the more intensely you do it and the deeper you go, the more it will kind of open up. It's the same as anything. When you start out, you just have to accept that it's not gonna be this really profound huge thing. As I've done this many years, I can really go deep, and I have even these weird flashes and I see things and I can really experience being somewhere else. And it's helped me so much. And especially if you're stressed. Nowadays, if I'm stressed, I can feel how my body is tense and I can almost like feel my nervous system. A few minutes of meditation, either whether it is guided meditation or silent meditation, or if I just put on some meditation music, I can just feel this like it almost drains out of me. The stress starts to drain out of me. And it's so helpful. And when I look back at the first 30 something years of my life, I thought that meditation is just woo woo. Just why would you do that? Why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your life to doing something like that? And I had to humble myself and realize that it's actually making my time here better. And that's another topic that we could go into. Is it better to live long, or is it better to have a really good life? I think the good life is what actually makes life worth it. So meditation, it's such a powerful tool, and it has humbled me a lot. It has softened me a lot, and it has given me an understanding of something that I didn't even want to accept exist, and that is the internal world, and how much my internal world will dictate how I act in the external world. So it's actually a tool to getting to know yourself. And that's why I promote meditations, because if you want to find your purpose, if you want to have a deep sense of fulfillment, you can't achieve that without actually knowing who you are. And I also don't think you should take any pressure on meditating. I think you should try to do it as naturally as possible. And sometimes it's just like, even if you go sit on the toilet and you close your eyes for 1 minute, that can open up so much. It can release tension. And that's one of the most powerful things. It releases tension. The deeper you go, the more you will understand, the more you will find out, and the more you will actually understand that you don't know much. And that's kind of a funny paradox, because the older I get, the more I understand that I don't know anything. And the more I learn, I understand, oh shit, I actually don't know. I thought that I knew when I was 25. I thought that I have everything figured out, but now I understand that, wow, there's so much magic. There is so much unknown that I can't grasp with my five senses. That's actually so beautiful. I think that's gonna be it for this contemplation of the different meditation styles. And eventually it's just gonna be, you have to try out what works best for you and what actually makes you feel good, because that's the point. And sometimes you want to push yourself and you want to do some different meditation or hypnosis or something that just goes deep into who you are. And if you're still unsure about your purpose, I created a guided meditation that is specifically designed to help you find answers from the inside and actually start to go towards your purpose and step into living your purpose. You can watch that video